Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about Ricardian theory of rent. The Ricardian theory of yesterday I explained overview of Ricardian theories of distributions. So the overview of Ricardo. So today we elaborately discuss Ricardian theory of rent. The classical theory of rent emerged from three important factors. Supply of land, demand for food, law of diminishing returns. Classical writers like West, Malthus, Ricardo indicated the theory of rent independently. The theory of rent as presented and elaborated by David Ricardo become very popular. The principle behind all classical theories of rent is the same. Ricardo gave credit to West and Malthus and is the development of the rent theories. The rent theory is a very important aspect of the economics in history of economics thought. According to Ricardo, rent is that portion of the produce of the earth which is paid to the landlord for the use of the original and instructurable powers of the soil. Land, besides being limited in the quantity, also vary in quality. Quantity also vary the quantities. Some land are more fertility and others. The most fertility lands are naturally the first to be occupied and cultivated. As the population increased, resource must be had to inferior land. So most of the land is a quality of land and quantity also very good. Let us suppose that the land is a given country falls into three grades wise A, B and C. A being the most fertility, B less fertility and C is least fertilities. A will be cultivated first and then when population increases and the demand for the food which is here B. B will be brought under a cultivation of land when there is further increase in the food with it. C will be cultivated. Let us suppose that capital and labor worth rupees 10,000 is spent on A grade land and the yield from the A grade is a 1 lakh units of wheat. More wheat is required for a growing population and so capital labor worth rupees 10,000 rupees is employed on B grade and which yield 80,000 units of wheat. The total output of A and B graded 1,80,000 units being insufficient for the growing population C grade land is taken up for cultivation by making an equal amount of inputs. Price rupees 10,000 as in the previous grade of land. Since C is the worst land is used, it yield only 50,000 units of wheat. Assuming that all the wheat are of the same quality, they must sell and same prices of the price. Possessor of a A grade land would demand at least rupees 1 for 10 units of the wheat. So although they would be willing to take the higher price, similarly owners B grade would accept a price of rupees 1 for 8 units of wheat and the owner of C grade would demand a maximum price of the rupees 1 for 5 units of wheat. It is observed that out of these three possible prices, the only one that suit all growers in the price of the wheat produces in C grade land, that is 5 units of wheat per rupees. This price is necessary if C is remaining continuously. We have to calculate it in the under cultivations and C must remaining under cultivations, otherwise the demand for communities of food cannot be met. At the uniform price of rupees 1 for 5 units, all the expenses of the production of C grade land will be just covered, but in the B grade land a surplus of 6,000 will be realized and A grade land surplus of 10,000 will be realized. Then see in the illustration, A grade land is worst land is used and in called the marginal land. Lands of A, B and A grade are above the utilization of a marginal land. So this land, the A grade land of the extent rupees 6,000 rupees and 10,000 rupees respectively. Hence C grade land is called no rent land. Rent on the superior land is measured from the marginal or non-rent land upward. Rent is expressed of the differential advantages of the superior land over the marginal land. Land is arising for the because of superiority some tract land over inferior tract of land. Rent is a different surplus. According to Ricardo, the rent is surplus produces rise and giving track of the rent. So the A land. So see the diagrams. See the diagrams of the rent. One is the C, A, B, C. First land, second land and third land. The first land spend. The A grade land inputs rupees 10,000. They should be given the output 20,000. Surplus rupees 10,000. In B grade land spend 10,000 rupees, earn 60,000 rupees, surplus 6,000 rupees. In C grade land 10,000 rupees, earn 10,000 rupees. So there is a no land rent. So there is no rent land because according to Ricardo is the surplus product price given tract of land is a relation to land which just repay for a cultivations of the assuming extensive land which is yield surplus of the goods and services in the producers of agriculture sectors arising due to difference in fertilities. Rent is also an unearned incremental as is sometimes called. It does not represent and reward for any special kinds of effort of capacities. The land A, B and C grade are assumed to be cultivation in the same manner with equal efficiency. A and B being superior in fertilities yield a surplus over C. This figure explains illustration of the concept of rent surplus which we have discussed. So see this one, the rent rupees 10,000 rupees. First land they have to spend 20,000 rupees. So rupees 16,000 rupees, 10,000 again the 6,000 rupees they spend, they earn 60,000 rupees again. So no, the 10,000 rupees it is not a no, don't have any rent. This is a inputs, this is a output. So this illustrations explain the rent theory. The first land, second land, third land can produce commodities in the diminishing returns of the agriculture sectors. This rent theory of the Ricardian theory of rent. So assumptions of the Ricardian theory of rent. What are the assumptions? He explained the Ricardo's. Ricardo explained the original of rent by taking the consideration of the supply of land and the ever-growing population and the concept of the economic activities. This is the importance. Like otherwise classifications, Ricardo's and has assumed perfect competitions and theories mean only for the long periods. So second one, it is assumed that land has a certain original and proportions of the found other factors of production. So the third one, rent is a payment for the use of this original. So because the land, the four factors involved in the production of goods and services, they should be distributed. The four factors of production: land for rent, wage for labor for wage, capital for interest, entrepreneur for profit. These four factors involve the production of goods and services. They should be earn more profit. The profit again divided to four factors of productions. So it is assumed that land is used only for the growing crop, whilst the alternative use of land has been ruled out, thus making the land completely specific the characters. Most fertility land are cultivated first and then the fertilizing land is taken to consideration of the each and every one. These are main assumptions of the Ricardian theory of rent. The Ricardian theory is a very important aspects. The many economists have to explain the rent theories, particularly in the elaborately explain the rent theory according to David Ricardo. Today this class is over. Tomorrow we'll meet the discuss about the same topic of Ricardian theory of rent. Okay, thank you.